800-951-0592, Patriot Radio News Hour, Joe and Jason on this Thursday. Quick look here at the markets. The Dow is down 60 points. The bond yields have spiked up on Logan, the Dallas Fed chief, saying, hey, I haven't seen enough data saying that we should take a pause. However, I got more data to look at. Then we had that clickbait headline on CNBC. Massachusetts said, well, you know, we had fraudulent numbers in our jobless claims that we had to revisit, but then existing home sales were terrible. Philly Fed was awful. I think new home sales, though, Jason, I think we're going to get a good number. I think we get those tomorrow Friday. I think that'll be okay. But we got the Dow down. The S&P and the NASDAQ are higher. Like I said, gold's down. Now it's down 27.1957. You know, almost got to that 1950 level. Silver's off 30 cents here, 23.40. If you're looking to do something and be like, man, you know what? I'm out. I don't want anything to do with Wall Street. I just don't know, right? You know, I'm as confused as the Fed governors are, right? We're all like, guys, what's going to happen? Which way is it going to go? Are we going to see the economy head into recession? Are we going to see interest rates go even higher? Are more banks going to go under? Is Bubba Horowitz going to be right by, you know, this time next year the S&P's 2,000 instead of 4,000? I don't know. But that's why you got to check out our friends at YRefi. You can get up to 10.25% return. It's not correlated to the stock market. It's not correlated to it. Doesn't care. Check them out. Invest, YRefi.com. That's the word invest, the letter Y, REFY.com. Or call them 888-YRefi-24. Remember, you got to have at least $50,000 to start with, but check it out. And Jason, I think a lot of people are feeling just how we're feeling here, right? We're not sure which way it's going to break. Here's the problem. It's really difficult to see it breaking where, hey, the economy grinds along, Wall Street grinds along, but nothing bad happens. That's probably it's so unlikely. And like I said, I've done this a long time. Never, ever has the Fed been able to do this. Listen, they've raised rates 500 basis points. You know what happens when they raise rates? When they go on these rate hikes every time? We go into recession, period. This time, though, again, right, we're coming off the financial crisis. And think about where the debt levels were then, right? I mean, what was the national debt? You know, by 2008, maybe the national debt was, 7 or 8 trillion, something like that. Remember, because it had just shot up, right? It had just shot up. During that, of course, we had Afghanistan rolling in and all this other stuff, but the debt had just shot up there. The Fed's balance sheet wasn't even $1 trillion. They didn't even have $1 trillion balance sheet. Now we got debt, right? It's at least 40 trillion. We don't even know what the national debt is because we're at the debt ceiling, right, at 31.4 trillion. Which we know, okay, well, as soon as the debt ceiling's over there, there's 32. The Fed's balance sheet's 8 trillion plus. And Jason, all of these financial institutions are stuck with these bonds, and I don't care if it's treasuries, I don't care if it's commercial real estate, mortgages, whatever it is, at ultra low rates. With this new rate cycle now, those are all losers. This is a much more dangerous time than what we've seen in the past, and the chances for any slight mistake is that much greater.
Yeah, and it doesn't help when foreign nations want to stop holding dollars and are slowly trying to evacuate out of dollars. There's only one place for them to go, and that's back here. So that's not, even with the policies and the rate hikes, the inflation can still happen just simply because of foreign dollars coming back. And if you look at the history, Joe, under the Bush years, essentially it went from $5 trillion to 10. Under Obama, it went from 10 to essentially 20. If Trump would have been reelected, we're going from 20 to pushing close to 40 every 8 years, right, Joe? It's amazing how fast it's doubling up. I don't think they've fixed anything. It's just a monster that's just stomping, in stride, and nobody and nothing is slowing it down.
Yeah, and this is the problem for everybody out there, because really the most likely outcome, and it's real, and by most likely, I'm talking 80, 85% chance that it's a recession and it's painful. As Stan Druckenmiller said the other day, hard landing is coming. And this little pause, as he called it, this pause between, we had those bank runs, and of course, by the way, what's part of the pressure today? Banks, right? Why? Because Logan and Dallas. Wait. You mean you may raise rates still? Oh, that's not good. And the next, let's say, and that's the most likely outcome by a large margin. Right, that's really, if this was a Vegas line, you would have to put down $100,000 and be lucky if you won 10, right? Because that's how likely that is the outcome. Now, Wall Street isn't showing that, right? Wall Street saying, well, the Fed's going to lower rates and save the day. No, they're not. The next most likely outcome is, Jason, we have recession, but somehow, right, the Fed cranks up the printing press again, and it's just, it's not super ugly. It's just, it's not great, but somehow, only 3 or 4 million people lost their job, and we're able to hold it together. The least likely outcome is the Fed pauses here, doesn't raise rates again, doesn't have to lower rates, and somehow we narrowly avoid a recession and everything's wonderful. Jason, you could put $10 down and probably win $1,000 if that scenario played out. That's how unlikely it really is.
Agreed.
It's nuts. Patriot Radio News Hour. I got a great little special coming up for you right after the break. (800-951-0592). Joe and Jason, Patriot Radio News Hour, and I got a special today. I didn't actually think we would get to this price point again on this particular coin. I thought there's just no way we're going to have it. Just to give you an idea, is it a good time to buy today? Well, let me tell you. This is I guess, if you want to call it, this is the worst month gold has had since October of last year. Which really means this is the best buying opportunity we've seen in gold since October of last year. Of course, remember October, that's when gold really started to take off again. And this happens, right? We're going to have these little peaks and valleys here, and of course, we got some data help from the government, didn't we? Well, hey, we don't care. I don't care. Great. Buy for less, because I've been telling you all year, if you want to pay more, just wait. Right? If you want to pay more, just wait. Here's a chance to pay less. I've got 100 $5 liberties. So this is the fractional quarter ounce pre-1933. Matter of fact, $5 liberties, 1866 to 1907. Right now online, they're $610, which I didn't think we'd get that low. $595, so under $600. And think about this: $20 gold, on Monday was $2,500, $2,495. Here, $5 liberties today at $595. That's just great. That's $2,380. What? Are you kidding me? Nope. Absolutely. Take advantage. Fractional gold below 600, $5 liberties below 600. Jason, I did not think I didn't think we'd get there again. I really didn't.
And we haven't had $5 liberties in a while, so this is good because this is fractional gold.
Well, it's so
we've had
expensive. That's been the problem.
Well, and we've had some 10th ounce, and of course we've been trying to sell silver where we get silver, but the $5 liberties, which is pretty popular, haven't had those for a while. So for those of you that like to get all denominations, you like your 20s, you like your 10s. You probably had more trouble getting the 5s cheap, so this is the day, right, Joe? And you can get a lot of these. 4 of these is equal to the gold in a $20 liberty. 2 of these is equal to the gold in a $10 liberty, and it's a great way to get it. Of course, it's a little more expensive. The premiums get bigger on the smaller.
But not really.
Coins.
Not that at 20.
But not today.
2380. I mean, that's right where a 20 is. I mean, that's just great value. Especially because these premiums have been so sky high. $5 the 10th ounce, the 1/10 ounce American Gold Eagle. The price came down today by $5. They're $290. Well, if you bought 10 of them, right, that'd be $2,900. Right? That just tells you what value is on this quarter ounce. Okay, so it's almost 2.5 of the 1/10 ounce in gold, but it's only $2,380, and it's pre-33. I mean, this is real. It's a great deal. Take advantage of it. 800-951-0592. I actually had to call both the 2 biggest wholesalers today just to make sure there was enough quantity to do it, because I saw the price and I was like, ooh. But the problem is, they'll say that's the price, but then you call them and they're like, well, we don't got any, right? I mean, what good was the price then if you don't have any? They've actually got some. Take advantage of it. 800-951-0592. We did get some bad retail. We got to talk Walmart earnings. The Container Store. They've come out and said, hey, even with Bed Bath & Beyond closing its doors, sales are worsening. They're going to be laying off. They're saying that shares now of the Container Store, the lowest they've been in years, saying that revenue is declining by 5%. So, and again, remember, a lot of these retailers, it was okay in February, got worse in March, worse in April, worse in May, right? And this trend, my guess is it's going to be double-digit revenue declines before all of this is over. So they have announced layoffs this morning. They're going to be closing stores, laying people off. Then on the other side of it, Walmart. Good number out of Walmart today, kinda. So Walmart, the only retailer so far that's actually saying, hey, we anticipate increase in same-store sales for this year. It's about 3%, a 3% increase. But what the Walmart CEO said in the conference call is what mattered. He goes, it's all food. In other words, the consumer is coming to Walmart to load up on our cheap grocery stuff. They're not buying the other stuff. And Jason, that's usually what we see when the economy starts to stumble. You tend to see that consumer that you know what? I used to go to Costco and I go to Target. Maybe I went to Safeway or what have you. But you know what? I'm pinching pennies right now. I'm going to go to Walmart and pay a little less on that grocery bill.
That's exactly right. So, Walmart is generally the cheapest. I've been experimenting with those, the Sam's Club, Costco. There's bulk savings. That's where I'm going, Joe, because it's even cheaper than the Walmart. But yeah, that's an indication that people don't have the money. The comfort and convenience dollars, like the Container Store, that money's no longer available, is it, Joe?
Yeah, and especially when you're on hey, I can't buy the bulk because that's too much money. I've only got right. I can only buy a week's worth right now. That's when you go to Walmart. Patriot Radio News Hour, $5 Liberties, $5.95. We'll be back after the break. $800-951-0592, Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason wrapping up this Thursday. Yesterday, $5 Liberties were $620. The price went down. $5, gold's down 20. Take it down $5. No, $5.95. That's $25 less. That's the equivalent of gold being down $100. It's down 26. Really good opportunity. Some of these premiums that have been sky high, they've cut them back here. Jump on these things. 800-951-0592. If you've never ordered before, it's so easy. This is a great coin to buy too. I love fractional gold, especially when you're not paying $2,900 an ounce for it. Just tell the girls I want the special. That's all you got to say. Arlene, Brittany, Connie, hey, I want the special. And they're going to ask you one really hard question. How many? I mean, that's really it. We don't call, just so you know, we're not like other gold dealers. We don't email you. We don't call you. Heck, we don't even send, I think in my 21st year, I think I've sent 2 mailers, and so about once every 10 years, we may send a mailer, and I have no plan. I'll say this right now, I got no plans of doing it. It's just way too much work, but we don't do any of that stuff. When you're ready to talk to us, you reach out to us. By the way, I've got the $5 Liberties also on sale online, so if you don't trust that, if you're worried that somehow we're going to bait and switch you, which we don't do, you can go to allamericangold.com, hit the shopping cart button, and order it there. Either way, it's a great opportunity. Like I said, this has been the worst month for gold since October, which means it's the best month to buy gold since October. 800-951-0592, Jason.
Yeah, and it's not even all that bad of a month. I mean, it's been gold was bouncing below 2,000. Yeah, it was bouncing below 2,000 for a while, Joe, and then it's been bouncing above 2,000, flirting with that all-time high. Gold and silver, just like anything else, it doesn't go straight up constantly, because if it did, then everyone would buy it, right? If it was always going up, then of course everyone would have to have it. Gold simply is boring. It's because it's savings. It protects what you've earned, and there's not a lot of there's nothing much you can do except for the paper gold. You can't really manipulate and push it around like you can paper assets. It simply is a rock. It's a metal. It's been around for thousands of years, and it's only so much of it per human on the planet, and that's why it has inherent value. And it doesn't corrode. It doesn't, you can melt it, but you can't really destroy it. It's perfectly suited for monetary use, and it's great. The most relaxed people I've ever met are the Patriot Trading customers coming in to buy their gold, because they figured it out, Joe. They figured out that, hey, this is what keeps me safe. I can go gamble some money in the stock market and other investments if I want to, but this is where I'm safe, and it's where if I need it, it's going to be there for me.
Yeah, absolutely. 800-951-0592, Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason wrapping it up. We got one more show tomorrow. We'll see where that shakes out. God bless everybody. Jason, we're coming right back with the half-empty cup. Jump over to 1360khnc.com and catch us over there. And then we'll be back for one last show tomorrow.